1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Information Minister has once again invited the opposition parties to sit with the government on electoral and other reforms. At the United Nations, Pakistan has reaffirmed its strong opposition to the drive for permanent seats on the Security Council. Ceremonies to mark the 552nd birth anniversary celebrations of the Sikh faith founder Baba Guru Nanak Dev Ji will begin at Kartarpur Gurdwara complex tomorrow. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism have martyred 4 Kashmiris, including a surgeon doctor, in cold blood in Srinagar. And now the news in detail. The Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Chaudhry Fawad Hussain, has once again invited the opposition parties to sit with the government on electoral and other reforms. Talking to the media persons outside the Election Commission of Pakistan in Islamabad today, he said a joint session of the Parliament has been summoned tomorrow to get the electoral reforms bills passed. He said we will also welcome the suggestions of the opposition parties. He said the allies of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf have assured their support and expressed their confidence in the leadership of Prime Minister Imran Khan. The Minister for Railways, Azam Khan Sobati, says work on Karachi Circular Railways will start within a month. Responding to a calling attention notice in the Senate today, he said all the required phases have been completed in this regard. He said we aim to complete this project within a short period of 36 months. The Minister said the project is based on public-private partnership, and as seed money, the federal government has provided 20 billion rupees for the project, while the Sindh government will provide another 6 billion rupees. He said the government is focused on transforming the entire railway system, and ML1 project will be of great importance. Indonesia has expressed the desire to boost trade cooperation with Pakistan through linkages between business communities of both the countries. Consul General of Indonesia, Dr. Chun Konkoro Hadi Nigranth, while sharing views during a visit to Karachi Chambers of Commerce and Industry, said Indonesia is also keen to promote cooperation in the information technology sector. At the United Nations, Pakistan has reaffirmed its strong opposition to the drive by the Group of 4, including India, Brazil, Germany and Japan, for permanent seats on the United Nations Security Council. Pakistan's permanent representative to the world body, Munir Akram, taking part in a debate, said there is no justification for creating new centers of privilege within the United Nations. He said any country seeking more frequent presence on the Security Council should do so by subjecting itself to democratic process of periodic election by the General Assembly. Referring to Italy, Pakistan-led Uniting for Consensus Group's bid for expansion of the 15-member council only in the 2-year non-permanent category, Munir Akram said the group remains staunchly opposed to proposals for permanent membership for individual member states. Ceremonies to mark the 552nd birth anniversary celebrations of Sikh faith founder Baba Guru Nanak Dev Ji will begin at Kartarpur Gurdwara complex tomorrow. Thousands of Sikh Yatris residing across the world and in India are arriving to attend the event. A delegation of 10 Afghan Sikh Yatris arrived in Peshawar through the Torkham border crossing today. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism have martyred 3 Kashmiri businessmen and a surgeon doctor in cold blood in Srinagar. The troops martyred a cement trader, Altaf Ahmed Butt, a property dealer, a tea stall owner, and a dental surgeon identified as Mudassar during a cordon and search operation in Haidarpura area of the city. The killings triggered protest in Borzala area of the city, and the protesters demanded bodies of the victims. Meanwhile, Pakistan has strongly condemned the extrajudicial killing of 4 more Kashmiris by the Indian occupation forces in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In a statement, the Foreign Office spokesperson Asim Iftikhar Ahmed said at least 25 Kashmiris have been martyred in fake encounters and so-called cordon search operations by the Indian occupation forces since the 1st of last month. He said extrajudicial killings, illegal detentions, daily harassments, and restrictions on fundamental freedoms continue to be the norm in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Israeli forces have martyred a Palestinian in the occupied West Bank. The Palestinian was martyred on the road in Tubas town. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News.